Mic was muted. Okay, cool. So, wow, I could start all the way again from the beginning. Bitcoin hit 44,000. Okay, great. That's fantastic. I predicted this on Twitter this morning with the double bottom that we saw. It looked like a big W. We talked about in the show. We were joking around about it. Well, Bitcoin is doing it now, and you can see the spike upwards. I predicted that this morning on my Twitter account. You guys that follow me on Twitter, you would have been prepared for this. Also, if you follow Carl the Moon and Crypto Kid, then you would have already seen these upload videos. But if you haven't, we're going to watch them on the show today. I don't have any coffee. I wasn't wearing a shirt because I wasn't ready, because I looked down and noticed that Bitcoin was going crazy. Sorry I didn't see your chat till just now, guys. So thank you for telling me there was no sound. I'm assuming there's sound now. Okay, great. Okay. And I apologize to all of you for not having sound. Crispy Cat, Josh G, Orca, Tropical Thing. Okay, very good. I'm really excited. I sent some of you guys some Bitcoin this morning, and now it's going to go up in value. So that's great. And we get to watch it happen. So what I'm going to... Oh, look at that. 44,710. How funny is that? That's a coincidence, isn't it? I am going to go make my coffee because I didn't do anything because I was so excited. Because I came here and started getting the show ready. And then all of a sudden I looked at Bitcoin. I said, oh, I want to catch this as it hits 44 for the day on this spike. I want to be live as it happens. So that's why I wasn't wearing a shirt and I wasn't ready. But give me a minute here to make my coffee and grab some grapes. And we will start the show, okay? I think we can do this. Yes. Fantastic.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, I'll be back with the cafe. Keep your eye on that Bitcoin.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Line and take cash in your chips. You sniveling, whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on Rio or the woman in red. Don't fool yourself, it's all in your head. You're the mascot of the next century. Look in the mirrors, count insecurity. I bleed for you, my eyes burn. My point is no, cause you'll never learn. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed. I bleed. Lying and dying, trying not to read. Bullets in from your mouth.
Fuck you, fucking Levi's jeans.
Of your
Fuck you, fake
Americans.
Fuck you.
Sick of your loathsome little dick. Line and take cash in your chips. You sniveling, whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on Rio or the woman in red.
Levi's clothing company.
It's all your head.
It starts with an F. Bullshit! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, Nay-ture! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, all motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, Chevron! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you all! Fuck you, motherfuckers! Fuck you, Hollywood! Fuck you! Fuck you, motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you all! Fuck off! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Trendy Nay reporting in live from Orlando, Florida. Home of trendy ass topics and all things trendy. We find me and you in the hashtag trendies on all forms, sources and sorts of social media, especially on Rumble. Rumble.com/user/Nay's Garden. Wow. That's happening, ain't it? Not gonna stop it. Crypto Kid still thinks it's gonna go down to 31, 34, and 32.5. He's selling off a lot of his Bitcoin. So he doesn't think it's gonna be able to make it over. Right? Because it's stuck in this channel and he thinks it's not gonna go. But we're gonna watch that video. We're gonna watch both of these videos. Let me pull them up right now. Okay, we'll watch the Crypto Kid one first. Glad to see he's been making some changes at my direction, so I like to take credit. Okay, let's pull this window up here. Yeah. Oh, great. Here we go. Okay, man. We're going to learn a thing or two here. So, I don't know if this is the best advice, but you guys need to hear it, just to hear where he's coming from.
Ladies and gents, I know the question that you all have in your heads right now. Why in the world, coming up towards the halving, coming up towards the ETF approvals, it's
the halving, oh God. At least he doesn't say halving anymore. I trained him on that.
the time to get out of Bitcoin. And I'm going to be answering all of these questions filling in your head right now in this video. If we will hit $47,000 before we see $36,000, or is it going to be the vice versa? And what I'm planning on doing with this position, and when do I think it is a good time to be getting into Bitcoin? So for all of that and much, much more, especially the on-chain analysis that we're going to discuss, it's going to be mind-blowing. Stay tuned until the end of the video. I'm going to be talking about the latest updates with the SEC, and if I think that, you know, the ETF approvals is going to be a buy the rumor or sell the news type situation, or if I think that it's going to actually continue to pump Bitcoin towards new all-time highs, there's something to remember, and this something is, it's a pretty big something. And the inscriptions are creating all-time high records in transactions. How that's good for the
so
Bitcoin
awkward,
network,
I love it.
that's
I
also
love his
interesting to
awkwardness.
look at, and how that's going to increase the price drastically, that's also another interesting thing to look at. But the chart that is going to blow your mind in the totality of this video is going to be this one.
W.
And I know that it doesn't look like something too crazy with a bunch of indicators and oscillators, but believe me, with just a combination of the stochastic and these three simple moving averages, we can tell that Bitcoin may end up seeing a little bit of a drop-off in the upcoming month or two. So, ladies and gents, for all of this, all of that, and much, much more, make sure to watch this video until the end. And most importantly, guys, if you can smash up the like button, that would be very much appreciated. And just for today, or at least just the next couple of days, if you can hit the subscribe button alongside the like button, that would mean the world to me, because I have an aim, personally myself, alongside you guys, my Crypto Kid squad. If we can hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of this year, it would be fabulous. And all it takes is just 90 subscribers in 10 days, and we can hit it. So if you can go ahead and do that, it would mean the world to me. At 16, in 2023, hitting 30K would be massive. Ladies and gents, I know that all you care right now about is wondering what the hell is going with Bitcoin, and if we're going to go higher or lower. So let's get into that.
No, that's not all we care about.
In yesterday's live stream, we took some profits off of this trade at $44,300 exactly, which provided us very nice resistance going into...
He thinks he's smarter. He thinks he's smarter than everyone else. That's why he's doing it. And he's taking a big risk. If it doesn't go down, he sold out his positions. And, you know, his positions were below 44,000. Guaranteed. But he's getting greedy, and he thinks, well, if I get out now, take the profit, it'll drop down. Only if it drops down, and he's not looking at the big picture, and I just think it's crazy. But let's just pay attention to his technical analysis, okay? Let's see why he thinks it's going to go down to 31,000.
Today, as we went up to it, and then saw a rejection back towards the downside. Now, I discussed on the live stream yesterday how important this line is going to be, and if we can get over it, then potentially we can head towards the the $46,200 target of this double bottom structure. But if we can't get over it right now, it may be a problem. So you're thinking, well, am I going to close this trade? Am I going to open a short? I'm going to get to that. But in terms of am I going to close this trade? No. If this was a higher margin trade, I would have been taking much more profits off of this trade. We only took about 20% in profits. I have a current take profit at 46.2, stop loss at 41.8, which is in profits, right? So if we hit the stop, then we're not going to lose money. We're actually going to be making a little money. But because it's such a small trade, I'm not planning on closing it at the moment or entering into a short position.
He doesn't day trade like regular day traders do. He takes positions, right? He swing trades. He swing trades. He's not a day trader, and there's a difference. Carl the Moon does swing trading as well. They don't do day trading as much, but they can definitely, if you listen to them, you'll understand it a lot better, and you'll understand how to long and short the market. That's why we're watching right now.
Because the general rule in technical analysis is to basically play along with the trend. And now that we have a bullish trend and the trend is your friend, I don't want to open short positions. Instead, I'm planning on buying Bitcoin cheaper if we fall down to these price targets of 36.2K, 31K, and 34K. And if you guys want to open these limit orders too, you can go over to the description below, check out the link for Bitflex to get up to $68,888 worth in prizes, and it takes about 20 seconds to sign up. It's super easy. If you go to the platform, collect your daily flex points through different trading activities, through just the daily flex points available, then you can redeem prizes, which are pretty crazy and pretty cool. And hopefully before the new year, I can get the Trezor. That's the new goal. It was the iPhone, but then I realized it's going to take a lot more flex points. For now, it's going to be the Trezor, which of course after the Ledger situation may be a good idea overall. But ladies and gents, let's jump back into it and discuss why I think, right, that Bitcoin can actually end up seeing this reversal down. So the most important chart that I want to cover is not this, but this Bitcoin chart here. Now the reason why I want to cover this one overall is because of the stochastic. Now the stochastic has been pretty accurate on Bitcoin's price history. If we go back and zoom out into the previous bull market, we can see that Bitcoin had a bullish crossover, right, when we were oversold, approximately in January of, not January, but July of 2021. And then Bitcoin saw a bearish crossover going into just the next couple of months in September.
Keep happening,
and
what he's
as you can
saying
see,
is going to
Bitcoin
happen.
rallied over here by about 67%. So let me see if I remember that correctly, just from the opening body of this candle. So Bitcoin rallied about 66%, and then we saw a 35, I think it was a 35% drop. No, it was a 25% drop towards the downside. And I'm comparing this situation particularly with what's going on right now, because I know Bitcoin has had bearish and bullish crossovers on the stochastic in these past couple of months. And yes, every time we saw a bearish crossover, the price of Bitcoin did end up seeing a drop towards the downside. We saw another crossover here, Bitcoin ended up dropping, right? We saw another crossover here, Bitcoin ended up dropping. But now it's much, much more significant because the stochastic is going directly from an oversold region where we had a bullish crossover to now an overbought region into a bearish crossover. And it's very similar to the previous price action because Bitcoin ended up trading for about 5 or 6 green candles towards the upside and then saw the correction and continued pumping towards new all-time highs. I think this is what's exactly going to happen to Bitcoin's price action going into what we have right now. So Bitcoin saw this incredible 8-candle increase towards the upside, and now if these moving averages, these 3 simple moving averages of 3, 9, and 30, if we see the 3-period moving average cross into the 9-period moving average, it may be a good time to start opening shorts, although I'm not going to do that because I don't want to chase a short in a bullish trend like I discussed. I'm just going to be buying Bitcoin cheaper, but that that crossover which we're having right now, even if we don't see a 25% drop, if we see just a 20% drop from where we are right now, that's going to take us, well, a 25% drop would take us to 32K, and a 20% drop would take us to $34,000. So as you guys recall, I have limit orders at 34K and 36K, and just depending on how the market is looking like, I may add to that earlier on, or we'll just adjust it, but let's see. So make sure to stay tuned on this channel. I'll be updating you guys whenever I decide to open that long position or adding to the long position we currently have. So again, make sure to stay tuned on the channel. But the main gist is, the main idea is that Bitcoin may see this reversal down. And if it happens, it's completely healthy, because we can see here that Bitcoin, once we saw that reversal, we pumped into new all-time highs. Now, I think this reversal is going to be fueled more by the Bitcoin spot ETFs, because the ETFs are coming. There's no shadow of a doubt of that.
Right.
Because what's happening is we're seeing all of these advertisements for the ETF, for the ETFs. And look, if there was not going to be an ETF, it's basically illegal for all of these issuers to be creating marketing efforts
Trying to hit
for
44
the
again, guys.
non-approved ETF. But because it's most likely going to be approved, right now it looks like it's fine for all of the advertisements that is going viral on Twitter. So that's good, right? The ETF is going to come. But if we go over into the previous price history
Here
for
it is.
Bitcoin, especially going into the past couple of months, all of these pumps and dumps for Bitcoin has been literally fueled by the exact same thing. The ETF
Why,
approval.
Bitcoin?
So I think it's
Why?
already priced in, just like the S&P 500 already pricing in the rate cuts going into next year, which led to a 7-candle rally up, I believe. I think it's 7 candles. And look, similarly enough, right, we're seeing a bearish crossover on the stochastic, which when it happened the last time, right, when it happened the last time, this, the S&P 500 saw a great reversal in price.
It crashed.
And actually,
It did.
like, if I was trading traditional stocks,
just did.
if I was able to trade traditional stocks, I would have probably opened a short position as soon as the next candle that appears on the weekly time frame, started trading below this candle, right, below the current candle, because this is a beautiful reversal candle, exhibiting an exhaustion in buyers, and it's so textbook after such a bullish trend towards the upside. So if you guys are trading the S&P 500, right, you may want to look at my analysis here.
You
Of
may
course, I think
want to
this
look
video
at
is
my
financial advice,
analysis.
but
Let me tell you something. I'm looking at what you've got up in front of you, bro. Okay? This candle is tiny. Okay? All the candles prior that caused reversals were 5 times, 6, 10 times bigger than that candle. Why do you not see that? Why does he not see that that is a huge reversal candle? Huge. And the one he's talking about now, tiny kingdom. Billy.
I think this would be a crazy trade to take, in my opinion, right? Going into the support line, taking profit at the support line, and putting my stop loss to the wick over here, because that's usually how you trade shooting star candles in technical analysis. But anyways, the point that I'm trying to make here is that the stochastic is highly accurate, and we're seeing it right now on Bitcoin. I think it's early.
We don't have ETFs. We haven't had the halving yet.
That we see a cross back
the
up.
halving.
Right? We see a bullish crossover back up. Bitcoin hits 47K from all the FOMO that is created on the ETF, right? So from all the hype that is created on the ETF, it is possible that Bitcoin pumps quickly to $47,000 as its very important level of resistance, and then after hitting $47,000, then we see a dip. And just because of that scenario, I'm not closing this long position, right? So if we see this scenario,
now
then
I
we'd be
love
making
this. He's not closing the long position, but look at the little fucker's title at the top of the screen. And I hate fucking fake titles. And I'm so sick of these motherfuckers doing this. Look. Bitcoin, I am out for now. No, you're not out. You're not closing your long positions out. You're a fucking liar and you're misrepresenting your videos. That's a fake fucking title and you're an idiot. You're a bait and switch cunt job. So fucking stop that shit. Somebody send this to him. Make a clip and send that to him. I'm sure he'll care after he hears how much I care.
$1,100 in profits, and I added more margin to this trade. So if we do end up going to 46 or 47K, then it would be very, very bullish for us. And just because of that scenario, I'm not going to be closing it. It's possible because the way that Bitcoin acts is...
Then yeah, why does it say that you're out? You're not out. You're a fucking liar. You don't even make sense with that stupid grin on your fucking face.
whenever we see a bullish move a bullish news or
lying
bearish
is the
news,
new
people
cool.
FOMO into that.
In order,
into
all
that
these people
direction.
think in order
It's
to keep
possible
up
that
with
we
the
hit
world,
47K first,
they all
but
got to be little
inevitably we're gonna
liars
see a
now.
correction from
Let me
my
tell you a little
standpoint of about
lie.
20 to 25%.
Come to my channel so I can
and
lie
once
you
that
in.
happens, it's just going to be giving us an opportunity to be buying cheaper Bitcoin, and that is pretty much it. I mean, look,
talk
we're in a parabolic.
like this. You're not Ben from crypto. What was his name? A BitBoy crypto from BitBoy Crypto. Fucking stop it, okay? You're not the best thing going. Stop. God, man, you're such a little cuck. Why are you cuck following everybody? Everything you
Cycle,
see, you're like a
1
little fucking parrot. Stop it. Be yourself, dude. It's so much better when you're just being yourself.
After the halving, we're probably
I
going to
kinda did
see
it there a little
a
bit
all-time
myself, too.
high for Bitcoin, and the on-chain analysis that I'm about to show you is going to support that as well. One only downside that I'm seeing on the shorter time frame is that Bitcoin on the
Clickbait.
daily, right? If we closed as a shooting star candle on the daily, we may see a reversal back towards the $40,000 area. If we do that, then not a massive deal. If we come back to the 38,800 or towards the $39,000 level, I think it may be a good place to potentially open a limit long position. And you know what? I'm going to set one right now because I think I closed the previous one because Bitcoin, well, as there's more candles, right, this line of support continues to go upwards, and now the price to potentially enter into a long position has changed to $39,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a long right now to 47K if Bitcoin sees a reversal, right, with an entry point of $39,000. So if I switch back to Bitflex, we can put an active order. So if we go to limit orders here, put $39,000. So I'm just gonna put a not. I don't want to do like a whole number in the in the thousands because usually those don't get filled. In the USDT spot, if I just put 500 with 15x leverage, that should be sufficient. Press confirm and then boom. Of course, again, if you want to open a similar trade with your technical analysis, then you can go over to the description below and sign up to Bitflex.
No, we can't, you
back
fucking
towards
idiot.
the $40,000 area. If we do that, then not a massive
Let me just stop right here and say no. None of us that live in the United States can get on Bybit or Bitflex. So fuck you. All right? Fuck you.
deal.
Why don't you say that when you're pushing everybody over there? Why, except for those of you that are in the United States. It's for every other country except, the majority of people who are probably watching this video right now. But I'm too much of a fucking dumbass to fucking let you know.
If we come back to the 38,800 or towards the $39,000 level, I think it may be a good place to potentially open a limit long position. And you know what? I'm going to set one right now because I think I closed the previous one because Bitcoin, well, as there's more candles, right, this line of support continues to go upwards, and now the price to potentially enter into a long position has changed to $39,000.
39.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a long right now to 47K if Bitcoin sees a reversal, right, with an entry point of $39,000. So if I switch back to Bitflex,
I mean, think about that. He keeps going down, 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 down. And, if his technical analysis is correct, if it's not going to break out upwards, he's gonna do great, I'm sure. The reason he's doing what he's doing, and it makes sense to do what he's doing, because sometimes it'll flash hit 31, 31, somewhere around that, and then you won't have that opportunity. You won't notice it. So he puts in this bid in case it does that. He does 31, 32.5, and 34. He puts in purchase orders. And he's hoping it's going to go. Now, he made a title and made it sound like he dumped all his Bitcoin so that he could buy back in. So when people are just scrolling by, they're like, oh, I'm not even going to watch the video. He fucking got rid of all his Bitcoin. Oh, okay, and that goes in your head. It's a fucking lie. And then you watch the video, he literally tells you, I didn't dump my position. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, what are you fucking doing?
we can put an active order. So if we go to limit orders here, put $39,000. So I'm just gonna put a not. I don't want to do like a whole number.
You can do this with
in the
Cash App.
in the thousands because usually those don't get filled. In the USDT spot, if I just put 500 with
this is the deal.
15x leverage.
You do it with Cash App, and if the order doesn't get filled and the time limit expires, if you do it with Cash App, number one, they pull the money right out of your bank. It's gone. It's sitting on Cash App now. It's no longer in your bank. Hold on a second, guys. Forgot to water the plants the other day, and I was like, oh man, I think I lost these peace lilies. Poisonous to cats. They're really pretty though. Luckily my cat doesn't fuck with them. 843 99555 999 71 43 996. This is fucking insanity right here. What's going on? There's a battle. You just see bears and bulls just charging at each other, going like a goddamn war. They're all fucking lined up, and right now they're all fucking clashing. Son of a gun, man.
That should be sufficient. Press confirm, and then boom. Of course, again,
So
if
he
you want
says,
to.
remember, he said 39,000, right? 30. He's very confident. Well, how much was his buy? How much money? Oh, he's buying $500 worth. Good till canceled. See, he can leave that open indefinitely. That's great. Just remember, your money sits on that exchange. And then, if it doesn't go through, it goes into your wallet on the exchange. It doesn't go back in your bank. So, you can fill an order like that, like he's doing, and you can use different exchanges to do this. It's available. It's very common now. Across different exchanges, you can do this. You can set limit orders. You set the limit. You say you buy when it hits this price. It does it. This is what fuels the crypto market, man. It's all these people like him that have these automated purchases that go down as soon as crypto hits something. So let's say right now there's a whole bunch of people with automated sales to sell off at 44,000. And as soon as it hits 44, man, boom, a whole bunch just dumped off. Look, it just dropped the price $6. And as soon as I said it. Because a whole bunch of sales just fired off. That is what I believe is going on. We used to have software that allowed me to track the actual purchase orders that were all the purchase orders of Bitcoin that were going through live in a ticker. It was awesome. You could see the prices of them scroll by, of all the purchases and how much Bitcoin was being bought and how much was being sold. And it was crazy to see that. The Bears and the Bulls, man, right now. 996. They're fighting. 999.65. 44. 15 cents. 15 cents. Oh, but now you might notice it didn't get pushed down as far. It didn't get pushed down to 995 or 994. So that's movement upwards, guys. That's just shows, if you watch these numbers, you'll notice the lows and the highs. Up, it hit 995, but it might bounce back up because it held 997 for a while. Nope. It did not hold enough. This is crazy to watch. Let's get him off of there, right like that. Here we go.
That should be sufficient. Press confirm, and then boom. Of course, again, if you want to open a similar trade with your technical analysis, then you can go over to the description below and sign up to Bitflex to get up to $68,888 worth in prices. Now, coming to the best part of the video, right? The on-chain data, because this is what is really interesting. Like, this is the actual interesting data that will support all of the justifications that we made for the price. And in trading overall, you can use fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and in Bitcoin specifically, you can also use on-chain data that can add validity to your summaries, right? And over here, we can see that Bitcoin has not seen any massive major pullbacks compared to the previous cycles. That's why one right now would be very healthy for the long-term growth of the Bitcoin price. And if we keep going over the charts, it's a very long summary. We have 2 different newsletters here. But this one basically explains why Bitcoin, will potentially keep on going up, especially as the supply decreases. And summarizing this article again, it just talks about the reduction in supply compared to the demand, because after the halving, we're going to see a significant supply cut from about 900 Bitcoin available to the market from the miners on a daily basis to a much less number. And with all of the ETF providers and all of the institutions demanding Bitcoin, there's going to be a supply shortage that's going to take Bitcoin as a market cap asset much higher. And that's basically what Michael Saylor said 3 days ago. The supply is going to fall, demand is going to increase, so Bitcoin's just going to go higher than what we're at right now. He didn't give an exact price target, but it's going to be higher next year. That's the conclusion that I can take. And going towards the ETF approvals, it's going to come like the ETFs are going to be there. It's just a question of, is it going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event or not? I think it will be after seeing a price pump potentially to 47K, but it is coming. It's coming in almost 2 weeks basically. The first one will hopefully be approved on the 10th of January, which is going to be from ARK Invest. The kind of feeling, the gut feeling that I had inside that something's going to go wrong is the reduction in price. That's what I feel like is going to happen. But something to remember, based off the overall economy, right? Just something to add here for all of those guys that follow the regular economic events across the world and in the United States overall, because it's important, right? It's important in the sense that it impacts the Bitcoin price too. See, everybody's saying that we're going to see a soft landing with the interest rates going down next year. The S&P 500 market is rallying. The traditional stocks are rallying overall. Tech stocks are going crazy. Apple hit a new all-time high, etc. But the mention of the phrase soft landing is terrible historically, because we can see that in 2007, before the massive recession that we had in 2008, all of these massive guys were pointing out that the U.S. is going to see a soft landing. But guess what? The markets tanked like crazy. We had one of the biggest recessions in history, and this is what the news agencies are saying at the moment. So I'm just gonna leave that out there. It's a pretty good indicator in my opinion, and I really do think that a reversal in the economy overall next year is going to be due. And yes, maybe the interest rates are going down, but if you look at everything else, it's not good. I think it's a bit more of a propaganda cover-up of the real situation that's going on in the economy.
Okay.
Now the final thing that I want to get into before
that's great to say that, Crypto Kid. Explain what you mean by that. Why don't you get a little bit more in depth into what you just supposedly, what you claim is the exact opposite of what you just said is the reality of everybody's situation, and yet your conclusion is different with absolutely no explanation as to why you're saying it and why you're thinking we're going to go down to 31, except I guess it's in your technical analysis. I'm assuming it's in your technical analysis. I wish he would show it how he thinks it's going to go to 31 and show us how he's calculating that. Yeah, I'm assuming he's because of previous resistance, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a different market today, man. I don't know.
Off this video is that the overall transactions of Bitcoin Ordinals protocol and inscriptions, interest rates are going down, but if you look at everything else, overall next year is going to be due. And yes, maybe the interest rates are going down, but if you look at everything else,
what is everything else? What do you mean? Why don't you say what you're talking about? If you look at everything else, if you look at what? Name one thing. What about just one thing else instead of everything else?
It's not good. I think
It's not good. Look at everything else. It's not good. God, so explicit, man. The technical analysis, the technical ability for him to explain what he's talking about. I've got a better video for you than this one coming up in a second. Stand by. Stand by.
Propaganda cover-up of the real situation that's going on in the economy. Now, the final thing that I want to get into before ending off this video is that the overall transactions of Bitcoin Ordinals protocol and inscriptions has gone significantly high. We're seeing the NFTs absolutely go crazy. But this is very good for the Bitcoin blockchain. And that's what I talked about in This is the Next Big Thing in Crypto, the video that I made 7 months ago. Because now that the supply is going to be cut, right? The halvening is going to happen and the miners are going to be collecting less rewards. It's not going to be too profitable for them at this stage. So with inscriptions, with Bitcoin Ordinals, it creates new incentives for these unprofitable miners to stay in Bitcoin, to keep mining, to keep making sure that the Bitcoin network is decentralized and everything functions very well. And, you know, it would give them this new incentive to stay and not sell their Bitcoin and create massive selling pressure. So that's why I think the Bitcoin Ordinals is very important. I just have one wish, that it's built on a layer 2 so it doesn't increase transaction costs too significantly and doesn't.
Look at how much those CryptoPunks cost. $4,000 for a little digital image that we could literally just copy and paste those right now, right off the screen, and make our own JPEGs of those and use them however the fuck we want. And people are still putting that much value on those things.
Put the waiting time for transactions to be approved higher than what it needs to be, because
that other one's
Bitcoin is a transaction.
$5,000,
It's a store of wealth and a unit of transaction. That's what it should be. It should be like gold. It shouldn't be like Ethereum. And if we look at the Bitcoin punks, right, they're going for like 4.1K, 0.1 Bitcoin almost, in terms of like the floor value. But in my honest opinion, these are just PFPs with no utility. So if you were to keep this money in Bitcoin rather than putting it into a PFP NFT with no utility, then you would be making more money with Bitcoin in the long run, from what I see. So that's why I don't like the NFTs right now. But of course, there's so much to be done with NFTs that could be good for consumers all across the world. But that's not the stage that we're in right now. So that's the only concern I have. But ladies and gents, that is basically it for today's video. I know it's
I said, your fake title sucks. Stop lying to your audience. And it's pronounced halving. You almost got it. All right, here's the next video. It's way better, and it's a much shorter video. I think this might answer some questions.
In this video, I'm
some
going
of
to show
might
you
have.
5 trading strategies with a very high win rate. Step number 1 is to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and step number 2 is to keep watching. So what you want to do is go below this video and click on the link at the top of the description to create your Bybit account and claim an
If you live in the United States, you are not able to do this.
up to $30,000 bonus. And to start making these trades, like I said, you need your Bybit account, you need to make your initial deposit, and then you need a TradingView account. Link to Bybit is of course down below. Link to the TradingView page is also down below. You can download TradingView Let's start with the alligator indicator. The alligator indicator, or it's also called the Williams indicator, is a technical analysis tool that you can use to identify the formation of a trend when trading. Go to the indicators tab, type alligator, and select this one right here. So this is how it works. For your entry strategy, traders usually wait for these 3 lines to cross over before taking a position. But this is not the best way to use the alligator strategy. If you waited for all 3 lines to cross over, you would have entered late and missed out on the trend. Instead of waiting for all these 3 lines to intersect, just wait for the green line to cross over the purple line. If the green line crosses above the purple line, you should take a buy position. Now you can see how you get this earlier entry signal by only waiting for the green line to cross the purple line instead of waiting for all 3 lines to cross over. Now for your exit strategy, let's say you took a buy position here and you're looking to close your trade. If you see a candle close below the purple line like this, you should close your position. And by the way, I also made a video not long ago how to make $100 per day trading cryptocurrency as a complete beginner. Please go and watch it. It will pop up right here, and also there's a link down below.
Watch that
Now
video.
the next strategy is the 200 EMA, or the exponential moving average. Go to the indicators tab, type 200 EMA, and select this one here. This indicator shows you the most important information when trading, which is the long-term trend. It's always better to trade within the direction of the long-term trend, because going against it isn't a smart move. The 200 EMA is often used by combining it with other indicators, which automatically boosts your success rates. Let me show you an example. Using only the MACD indicator for trading will give you a win rate of around 35 to 40%, but if you combine it with the 200 EMA, the win rate automatically increases to about 45 to 48%. The same goes for the parabolic SAR indicator. If you rely solely on it for trading, the win rate is quite low, around 38%, but if you add the 200 EMA, it can boost the win rate to about 45%. So adding the 200 EMA will significantly increase your win rate if you use your or any indicator for trading. Now, combining the 200 EMA with other indicators is easy. If the price is above the 200 EMA, you take buy positions.
45.
And if the price is below the 200 EMA, you take sell positions. That's how you combine any indicator with the 200 EMA. Before moving on to the next strategy, if you don't have an account on Bybit, use the link down below. And if you are not able to access Bybit from your country, you can go to Bitflex, also a great exchange, a great competitor, alternative to Bybit, link down below. If you sign up to Bitflex, it takes only 20 seconds. The next indicator is the RSI indicator. So this is an indicator that you can use to detect overbought and oversold levels on the market. Additionally, you can use it as a trend indicator. Go to the indicators tab, type RSI, and select this one here. If you're using the RSI as an overbought and oversold indicator, it's important to wait for the key levels first. For example, an RSI displaying oversold alone isn't significant. Now, if the price is at a key support level while the RSI displays oversold, it's a more reliable signal. You need to change its settings to use the RSI as a trend indicator. Click here, then click Style and change the upper and lower bands to 50. You can see here a single line in the middle. You take a buy position if the RSI crosses above the line, and if the RSI crosses below the line, you take a sell position. Also, by the way, I also made a video a few weeks ago about ways to make $10,000 per month with crypto. It's a great video. I suggest you go check it out, especially coming into the next bull cycle, bear cycle. You want to make sure to make passive income in these cycles. So make sure to check that video. The MACD or MACD indicator is the next one. It's an indicator which is super easy to use and widely known for its impressive success rate compared to other indicators. Go to the indicators tab, type MACD, and select this one right here. One popular strategy using the MACD indicator is called the MACD divergence. And some people might wonder now, if I win less than 50 trades out of 100, how can I make money? Well, that's with risk management. We always want to make sure that we win more than we lose, meaning that we want to win 3x when we win, and we only want to lose 1x when we lose. So if you think about it mathematically, we don't even need to win half of the trades. We just have to win enough that we make more than we lose over time. And you only need a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio, which is something I can talk more about in another video. So subscribe right now, and I'll talk more about risk management in the future, because that's truly the key to making money over time with these indicators. But yeah, this strategy with the MACD works very simply. If the MACD is below the histogram and the blue line crosses above the orange line, while the price is above the 200 EMA, you should take a buy position. On the other hand, if the MACD is above the histogram and the blue line crosses below the orange line while the price is below the 200 EMA, you should take a sell position. The last indicator is the ATR indicator, or the average true range. It's a very popular indicator for having a simple line, which is a really powerful thing at predicting the market. Go to the indicators tab on TradingView, type ATR, and select this one right here. So this is how it works. If the ATR is low, it means that the market's volatility is also low. As a result, there will be fewer price movements, indicating a flat market. Conversely, if the ATR is high, it indicates high volatility, translating to larger price movements. Now, why is this good for you? Well, significant profits can be made when prices make big movements. By using the ATR indicator, you can predict when volatility will increase. It means you can predict when a significant price movement is coming and take advantage of it. You can also use the ATR to determine the best positions to put your stop loss and take
44,000.
One easy way to do this is by using the ATR trailing stop loss indicator. Go to the indicators tab, type ATR trailing stop loss, and select
battle,
this
isn't
one
it?
right here. This indicator is based on the ATR and adjusts your stop loss accordingly based on the market
That's actually
volatility.
progress.
By using this indicator, you can avoid getting stopped out early. And nothing in this video, of course, is financial advice, but something which is very, very important is to go right now to cryptojobs.com if you want to work full-time in crypto. I am currently hiring on cryptojobs.com, Binance, Bybit, Bitflex, Kraken, you name it. There are so many exchanges out there right now hiring. So go to cryptojobs.com. It is my job board. I brought it to you guys, the biggest job portal in the world. So check it out, links down below. And don't forget also to go right now and watch this video if you want to know how to make money passively in crypto. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the upgraded version of the stochastic RSI that I'm using for up to 100x gains. So let's get straight into it. Step number 1 is to subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the notification bell down below. Step number 2 is to go below this video and sign up to Bybit and make your initial
step number
deposit,
2.
so you can
Now
get
I'm
up to
confused.
$30,000 in bonus,
I'm
and then we can
so
start trading. Now,
confused.
before we start actual trading, you need to make your first deposit, and I'll just quickly show you how to do that. For this, you first click on assets at the top right corner and then click deposit. After this, choose the coin that you would like to deposit here and the chain type depending on the coin that you choose. Confirm the details, scan the QR code, or copy the deposit address to transfer your funds. If you want to make a deposit with fiat, click on buy crypto at the top of your menu bar and then click on fiat deposit. Choose your fiat currency and enter the deposit amount. Click your payment method and click on continue. After you have deposited your funds, it's time to open your positions. So before I show you the full trading strategy, let me show you how you can open a position so we know how to take advantage of this strategy. Step 1 here is to click on derivatives at the top of your menu bar. Click on USDT perpetual and it will take you to the corresponding trading interface. Select the asset you want to trade right here in the upper left corner. Now choose your order type from limit, market, or conditional. Enter your trade details here, such as the quantity and price that you would like to open your trade. And finally, choose your leverage type. You can choose between cross margin or isolated margin. Personally, I am always using isolated margin, and you can use up to 100x leverage. Obviously, the more leverage you use, the riskier it is. So maybe 25x is a more reasonable limit to that. Confirm your order details and click on buy long or sell short to open your position. Once your order is filled, you can view the details under the positions tab. So now you know how to open a derivatives trade on Bybit. So let's talk about the indicator and how to make money now. And one quick side note, by the way, is that if Bybit is not available in your region, then you could sign up to Bitflex. It's a great alternative to Bybit, also linked down below. It takes only 20 seconds to sign up, and if you deposit $100 to Bitflex, you get $10 for free. We're gonna use Bybit for this video to show you how to make money with the stochastic RSI. So the upgraded version of the traditional stochastic RSI is the stochastic momentum index indicator, or the SMI. It helps you measure where the current close price is in relation to the midpoint of a recent trading range. It aims to identify momentum changes in price and provides you with insights about potential overbought and oversold conditions in the market. To add this indicator to your chart, go to TradingView, and you have my TradingView link down below in the description. If you use it, you will get a small discount if you choose the Pro version. Link down below, you need TradingView, that is for sure. Now select the trading pair you want to trade right here, and in this case, for example, I'm choosing BTC USDT. Click here on the indicators tab, type stochastic momentum index, and select this one right here. Click on the settings of the indicator, click on style, and change the color of the stochastic line to white. Next, disable these 4th and 6th plot tabs, and also disable these level tabs. This indicator consists of a few components. Here you can see this white line called the stochastic oscillator, and its main purpose is to find the position of the current price in relation to a recent range. Here, this red line is an exponential moving average, or an EMA, and when you compare this EMA to the stochastic oscillator, it enables the indicator to determine the beginning of bullish or bearish momentum based on the crossovers of the two lines. Next, you can see these green and red background fills. Here, these green fills at the bottom show an oversold market condition, which is created when the stochastic oscillator goes below this blue line at the bottom. Here, these red fills at the top show an overbought market condition, which is created when the stochastic oscillator goes above this blue line at the top. Here you can see these blue lines, which are the upper and lower bands, representing the upper and lower limits of the recent price range. The upper blue line is located at the 40 level of the indicator scale. On the other hand, the lower blue line is located at the -40 level of the indicator's scale. So, how does this indicator work? In a bullish trend, whenever this white line, the stochastic oscillator, goes below the lower band, it indicates the weakening of a pre-existing bullish momentum. It means the market is in a pullback. And you should be careful with these pullbacks as they represent areas of potential trade entries. On the other hand, in a bearish trend, whenever this white line, the stochastic oscillator, goes above the upper band, it indicates the weakening of a pre-existing bearish momentum. It is also an indication of a market pullback. And you should pay attention to these pullbacks in bearish trends as they represent areas of potential trade entries. So, how can you use this indicator to open a long or short position? Here you can see you are going to wait for the stochastic oscillator to go below the lower band, and once it happens, it indicates a pullback in a bullish trend. Once you have the pullback, you would want the stochastic oscillator to come back over the lower band and cross above the red EMA. Now this crossover is indicating the end of a pullback and the beginning of a bullish trend continuation. So here you can open your long position. Here you can see you are going to wait for the stochastic oscillator to go above the upper band, and once it happens, it indicates a pullback in a bearish trend. Once you have the pullback, you would want the stochastic oscillator to come back below the upper band and cross below the red EMA. So this crossover indicates the end of the pullback and the beginning of a continuation of the bearish trend. Now here you can open a short position. You have noticed that you open both the long and the short positions following the direction of the overall trend. So how can you find out whether the market is in a bullish trend or in a bearish trend? Well, before finding that out, make sure to click the link at the top of the description to Bybit. Use my affiliate link, because with
unless you live in the United States, and then that doesn't work. Okay, so you guys, there it is. There is the information per the title of this video. I hope you guys appreciated it. And John Doe says, dude, really? Did that... Wait. What? Did that bother you, John? That we watched some informative crypto video? Dude, we've got a hell of a pennant forming, guys. And it's a downward falling pennant. So that only means it's going to go up, man. That's great. It's a great signal. Look it up. Look up pennant pattern on Google and you'll see what they do when they do that. When it's a falling pennant pattern. So, John Doe, what? You said really? What? Really? What'd you leave? Because we're learning about crypto? Is that what you did? You left? Alright, so I hope you guys had fun and I hope you learned something. And that's the most important thing about all of this, is that this information is out there. If you don't like Carl or you don't like the Crypto Kid, like I don't like either of them, that's fine. There you can find plenty of other people on YouTube or I'm sure other platforms that provide valuable information on how to trade and make money using crypto. It's something you guys can learn about. Don't be scared. Now you already got into Bitcoin. Now you can look at other things too. Or you can look at trading. All that information is on this video for you. You know, you can always come back and refer to it. Make a note of it. Or go follow Carl the Moon or the Crypto Kid on YouTube, because I've been following them both for a long time and I might not like them. But I've learned so much, and you guys that are interested, you could learn a lot too, you know. And as I said before, you don't have to follow them, but you can go look into it yourself on YouTube and go find a whole bunch of other people that talk about this sort of thing. That was I thought it was some very valuable information that you guys got tonight, and I hope you guys appreciated it. And I hope you take that with you and yeah, use it to your advantage. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the hour. Take care. Peace. I'm on Twitter at Nate's Garden, Rumble at Nate's Garden. Until the next show. Until the next show.